Hi, I'm Chef Michael. Look at all the cuts of Woodson James Angus beef that we have in our meat department. Sometimes it can all seem a little bit overwhelming. Today I'd like to talk about the different cuts of beef and the best way to cook each of them. Here we have a whole chuck. Our butchers cut a lot of the pieces that you see in our meat case from the chuck. First one would be a whole beef chuck roast. This is great for the winter, usually in the oven at a slow roast or like a pot roast. It has great flavor, but can be a little tough if you put it on the grill. When that's cut a little bit thinner, it's a chuck steak. If it's marinated, cooked slowly on the grill, it'll have really great flavor, and it's great family steak. One of the other cuts is a top blade. This is a great roast. If you want to make a roast beef, the top blade is one of the best you can use. When they cut that into steaks, then it's a top blade steak. This is one of my favorites. Out of all the steaks that I put on the grill, top blade steaks is one that I like the best. Great flavor, very tender. We also have the short ribs that come off of the side of the chuck. The short ribs can be cut different ways, into short ribs individually, or the bones can be cut off and you have boneless short ribs. These are great on the grill also. You can season them, marinate them, rub them, any way that you put them on there, this is going to be a great flavor. And the last piece that comes off of the chuck is the brisket. Brisket is great in the winter, in the oven, cooked like a pot roast, very slow and very low for a long time. In the summer, you can even put it in a smoker and get some good flavor that way also. Here we have a rib of beef. The rib of beef is the king of roasts. Off of that, we get our standing rib roast or prime rib. These are both rib roasts with the bone in. Here we have the first cut. That comes from the first 4 bones. That'll be the most tender with the most marbling. We also have a boneless rib roast. Much more convenient. You don't have to cut around the bone or through the bone after it's roasted. In all of these, look for the marbling. Marbling is going to give you better flavor. It's also going to make the meat more tender after it's cooked. From these roasts, we can also cut steaks. So from the first cut, we have our cowboy rib. The end is French to remove the excess fat, but you can still see the marbling throughout the steak. That's going to give it great flavor and tenderness after it's cooked. From the prime rib, we also have rib steaks. These are bone-in. They have great marbling. You can get them thick cut, or you can also get them thin cut, whichever is better for your party. And from the boneless rib roast, we cut the boneless ribeye steaks, also known as Delmonico's or club steaks. All of these will be the most tender roasts and steaks from any part of the steer. Another cut from the rib is the hanger steak. Hanger steak is becoming much more popular on restaurant menus, and you can get them right here at our store. Hanger steak has got great flavor. It's very tender, but if you cook it anywhere past medium, it tends to get a little tough. We've also got the skirt steak. This is great on the grill. Excellent flavor, flaky meat, makes a great carne asada. Anything you do on the grill, you can put the skirt steak on there. Watch our other Woodson James Angus beef videos to learn more about other cuts of beef. In the meantime, no matter which cut you choose, you'll enjoy Woodson James Angus beef.